There once was a time when the Northerners sang of a king they had crowned, more a boy than a man, more a pup than a wolf, with the cold of the realm in his eyes. He'd broken a vow to the Lord of the Twins, what a stranger, a beauty, but a promise that bends. So the Lord Frey demanded a bridegroom is compromise. And the timbers groaned, river wind softly moaned, for the king in the north doesn't know how a red wedding goes. Oh, the feasting was plenty, and the singing in tune, and the stark wolves they howled neath their northern moon, so loud were their cries, and the closing of doors drowned out. Lady Catelyn alone had the river's sharp ear, her dancing reels turned to the reins of Castamere. In her skin and bones growled a creature of doubt. And the timbers groaned, winter wind softly moaned, for the king in the north soon will know how a red wedding goes. There were arrows and daggers, and a touch of them burned, from players to slayers in an instant were turned, and the foreigner queen was the first to fall under the knife. With 2 arrows in him, the king crawled to her side, while his mother she pleaded for the Lord to subside. But he'd taken their word, and to break it meant no right to life. And the timbers groaned, river wind softly moaned, for the king in the north now he knows how a red wedding goes. Lord Bolton approached with a thrust to Rob's heart. He gave him the Lannister lion's regards. The king's mother wept, for his last word had called her to him. There was nothing she felt cutting Lady Frey's throat, and she felt nothing more when they slashed her own. The North will remember, she thought, and they'll have all your skins. And the timbers groan, now the wolves lie below, for the king in the north, if he'd known how a red wedding goes. And the timbers groan, but the north waits, they know that one day the blood that they're owed will run neath their souls, run neath their souls.
Hey Patreon fam. So, this video was actually shot in Portugal. Some of the most breathtaking places I've ever been. The opening shot in the rainforest there with the sun coming through the trees, it was just divine, absolutely divine. I mean, it looked exactly like the way it's shown. That wasn't like coloring or anything. And the sunrise overlooking the cliffs at the end of the video, that was just another it was amazing. So yeah, Portugal. All those places were in Portugal. The one thing I want to address that actually made me a little bit nervous about this song, other than just being like a huge Game of Thrones fan, is just obviously depicting the Red Wedding, you know, is a little bit overwhelming, maybe is the best terms. I'm not sure how many of you guys know Game of Thrones, but I felt like, and I even talked to a lot of you guys on the Skype about this, but I feel like, you know, I was really, really interested in doing this from like a narrative storytelling standpoint, because I feel like it was such an emotionally impactful moment in the series, but obviously the hesitations regarding like depicting such a violent scene is something that doesn't necessarily happen ever in my music that I've done. So I'm hoping people aren't too taken back by that, and I'm worried, but I feel like since like I'm basically being a bard in this song, where it's like I'm speaking about a third, I'm like a third party speaking about something that I've witnessed, and so I hopefully it doesn't come across in a way that will alienate people from my content. I mean, I tried desperately to always make like family friendly content, and this is, I think, a little bit more on like the teenager and above side, so I don't know if I should like have a little warning or something. I'd love to know what you guys think about that. I've done that before, like in Hellfire, like a little warning of like, this might not be suitable for all ages, and maybe that might be a good thing to do again. I think, not that I'm talking about it out loud, maybe that'll be good. Let me know what you guys think. Other than that, let me know what you thought about the video. If there's anything that caught your eye that you think I should fix, let me know down below. Otherwise, I think this is ready for the public, as long as you guys are. And yeah, I'm getting a head start on this. We're about at least a little over a week before I am even uploading this to show y'all. And I actually have a meeting in an hour to find out if there's any way I can do some type of partnership with actually Game of Thrones on like doing like a Game of Thrones EP. So I'm fingers crossed that that's going to turn into something, because that'd be so awesome to be able to partner with them, because I just love the series. I love some of the music. So we'll see. Other than that, love and appreciate y'all. Yeah, more Disney, more Game of Thrones coming. Newsies is still coming. I love and appreciate you guys. Thanks for letting me do this for a living.